Welcome to World Documentary from Havana, Cuba to Miami, the United States. Today, the Cubans are with us, Ana Maria and Federico. They will tell us how was their arrival in Miami. Welcome, Federico and Ana Maria.
Good evening, thanks for the invitation. In 1980, when the island was hit by the regime imposed by Fidel Castro, the Cuban citizens fled from the port of Mariel through the Strait of Florida and arriving to Miami. United States, in contrast to the political system of Cuba, has always taken a distant positions, which has allowed the protection of the refugees and encouraged migration, giving as result the delivery by the United States to Cuban citizens more than 20,000 visas a year.
In a 2010 census, it is evident that 34% of the population was of Cuban origin. Anna, which was the first product that arrived from Cuba to Miami?
In 1986, there was the most transcendental migration of Cubans, since workers and employees related to the manufacture of tobacco migrated, where they introduced more techniques for the manufacture of tobacco. Federico, which is the greatest contribution of a Cuban culture to Miami?
The Cuban community brings its culture of the American society characterized by its joy, its sympathy, and its music. In this field of sport, many renowned players participate actively in local leagues in baseball, basketball, soccer, etc. Anna, which place in Miami represent the Cuban?
In Miami, there is a neighborhood called Little Havana. In this neighborhood, there is a large part of the Cuban culture and the 8th Street where the Star Farm ride to Celia Cruz, Willie Chirino, and Gloria Estefan. Federico, what disadvantage do you have of the presence of Cubans in Miami?
The insecurity is a factor that the city must fight day by day. The gangs they have always succeeded. Another important aspect is that when there are job opportunities, these are informal and low cost, which make it difficult for people who want to work with guarantees cannot achieve and support this type of work. Anna, what famous people do you know about Cuba?
For example, the singer Celia Cruz, who left Cuba on July 15, 1960, where she was forbidden to sing, never returned to her home country and settled in Miami, where she attracts thousands of fans and left an artistic legacy of tropical music. Now, Gloria Estefan emigrated to United States with her family once Fidel Castro took power in Cuba. Gloria became a musical icon and opened a restaurant chain called Bongo's Cuban Cafe in order to show these dishes from her native country and give the opportunity to work for those who ran with the same mishap of having to leave Cuba. Their typical dishes are offered such as roasted circling, pig, congri, and fried plantains. Federico, how do Cubans celebrate holidays?
In Christmas, Cubans celebrate with a family reunion where all the members of the family are present, so they are usually very numerous meetings. Food is a fundamental piece in the custom of the Cuban community. The New Year in Cuba what is customary is to get rid of the bad times of the previous years so that the year to come is much better, symbolically. Cubans tend of born of adult on the eve of the new year as a representation of the elimination of all bad things that happened during the year that is about to end. It is also common to, instead of boring adult Cubans, throw water on their shoulders to get rid of bad luck and attract prosperity. Anna, the Cuban dance had influence in the United States?
Yes, the danzón was the influence of American popular music, such as jazz. The danzón is a romantic Cuban rhythm that is dance and couple. Federico, which is the typical characteristic of Cuban dishes?
The culinary tradition of Cuba, which highlights mainly style of cuisine, where dishes are prepared that include spices such as garlic, cumin, and oregano. Thank you, everything. Bye.